Oh, hi, what's your name?
My name is Jessica.
Nice to meet you. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about where you live?
No, sure, go ahead.
What city do you live in?
London, England.
What kind of things are there to do in your area of town?
Well, what is there not to do, really? There's so much you can do. It's a tourist area, so we have many attractions. One of the main attractions is Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament. We have London Eye, where you can see a view of the whole city. You have to pay for a ticket. I've never been, but there are lots of parks as well. Is there anything you want to ask me about in particular?
What kinds of things do you do in the parks?
Roller skating. I used to roller skate with my friends at the weekends. I'm not very good, but I hold on to my friends to balance better. But it's good fun.
Well, that sounds very interesting. What else do they do in the park?
We have lakes there. Well, we have in Hyde Park, for example, that's my favourite park. A lot of people like that park, actually, because it's near to Oxford Street, where all the shops are. And that it's also my favourite park because, not just because of its location, but because it's so big and everywhere is city around it, and then you have all this green, lots of trees, and the lake in the middle. You can go boating on the lake, and I quite enjoy doing that with my mum. Only my mum, sometimes she rocks the boat just to make me scream.
How is the weather in London?
In London, the weather's not too bad, actually, compared to the rest of England. Because London's in the south of England, the weather is generally warmer than the rest of the country. In summer, I would say that the temperatures get to around mid-20s degrees Celsius, but in winter it can get cold, but it doesn't snow that often. So I'd say in general it's good, but it rains a lot, as you know, as a lot of people complain about with London, that, oh, you know, well, in England in general, oh, it rains so much, it rains so much. It's quite frustrating because sometimes you have to leave the house with an umbrella, and when you walk out the house in the morning, you don't realise because it's nice and sunny, but you're outside and suddenly it starts raining and you've got the wrong clothes on and no umbrella.
What kind of transportation do people use in London?
Well, my favourite transport is the tube, or what we call the underground, because you can get from place to place within minutes. And it's not like buses. If you miss a bus, you might have to wait in the rain for 10, 15, 20 minutes. But the underground, you miss one, 2 minutes later, 1 minute later, there's another train. So it's great. And you can get to most places in the city with by tube.
What kinds of restaurants do they have in your city?
Every kind. There are Chinese restaurants, Italian restaurants, Indian restaurants, Cantonese restaurants, Thai restaurants. The list is endless because London is very cosmopolitan, so you have people from many different backgrounds. So London caters for all of those kinds of people.
Would you say that you like living in London?
That's a difficult question. Yes and no. Yes, because it's exciting. There's always things to do. It's very mixed, so you have people from lots of different places coming and going. Yes, because you're in this capital city and everything happens there first. But no, because it's quite crowded, and I'm originally from the north of England and the countryside is so beautiful, so sometimes I miss that. And also I would say that the north of England, where I grew up, is more, the life is more community based, so I miss that too. In London, sometimes, even though there are many people, it can be quite a lonely place.